Sorry for the later start tonight. Just had a few things to attend to for myself at home, but we are here and ready to go. I'm just firing up Twitch on the other monitor real quick so I can join with chat if anybody has any questions. Tonight we're doing the Pallid Mask as we did Phantom of Truth last night. So we'll put that into play. Jam some build. We used a bunch of our XP, so for Leo, we put in Agency Backup, another Beat Cop, and I forget the other card, but we took out some Sled Dogs, so he's not dogging it anymore. He's down. He's got one left, but it's not really going to be used for anything other than to discard. But you can see here we have the two Agency Backups. So we get our Get Over Here, we get our Counter Punch, and we get our Hit and Run. Oh, whoops. That's not Patrice's card. Oh, silly game. It gets to be so... Oh my goodness. It's being so extra. There we go. Alright, shuffle this up. Did I forget the Lost Souls? I probably did. Yup. Okay. Okay. Alright. One for Patrice. One for Leo. Alright. Pallid Mask. We do not have Escape the Gaze of the Phantom or Unable to find Nigel's home. So we do not read intro 1. We did find the home, so that's intro 2. We entered the catacombs on our own. So we're just going to put that in over here. Okay, and then we did interview Ishimaru, so we go to Haruku's information. We are going to open a secret passageway. Enter the tombs, set them aside. We did enter them on our own, so find the gate to hell. It's going to be in here, so we just search the gate to hell. Put that as our starting location. We can move it to here gently. Okay. Place a resource to mark it as the starting location. Let's make sure that we're also following these quickly. When building the Catacombs decks, set aside the Tomb of Shadows and Black Passage as normal. Okay. Is that going to be these two? No, because that would be easy, right? Oh, are they set aside for us? They are. So they're going to be up here, maybe? No, maybe in here? Yes. Okay. Add the 4 new catacombs. Next, choose 4 and remove them. Okay. So we're going to shuffle, 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 and take 4 out. 1, 2, 3, 4. So basically we're just adding some extra locations with some more spice. Build the catacombs deck as normal. Okay, let's go back over here. Ooh, I'm getting a phone call. I cannot take this phone call, so I'm gonna decline. Let's make sure I have audio. Hello? I do, okay. Let me check on the person that called me to make sure things are okay. Just double checking to make sure they're fine. While they're responding, I'm going to do this. We have to find the 2 things, set them aside, and 3 additional ones. Okay, so what we do is we go back to this pile, shuffle, shuffle, shuffle. 1, 2, 3, and then we take these 2, 1, 2, put them in this pile, shuffle, 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 and then put this on top. So in short, what we're doing is building the deck so we can't automatically find the way out. And then we put one above and 1 below. Oh, whoops, not in my hand. They haven't responded yet. That's fine. And since we opened a secret passageway, we get to reveal one of them and take out the man in the Pallid mask as a separate thing. Okay. Let's reveal above. Alright, so there's victory there, so that's great. We either take direct horror or discard cards, which is probably fine for Patrice because she doesn't care about cards in her hand at the end of her turn. But we do go through Leo's deck and yoink out the man in the Pallid mask because we're going to use him for some scenario effects. Shuffle the encounter deck, and then locations are adjacent orthogonally, and we're good to go. This is now empty, so we can put it here. And then I believe over here there's also some extra stuff. For the purpose of Corpse Dweller's ability, the man in the Pallid Mask will not count as a humanoid enemy, and in Act 2 he cannot leave the tome, so he must be defeated by combat, which is the tome itself prevents him from dying from the investigate ability. This specifically says the orthogonal adjacency, so 6 doom, and then we must find the man in the Pallid Mask. He is somewhere down here. Alright, so then as we said, we start at the starting location, which is up here. Mulligan here. Let's grab 5. Change color. Okay, well we don't need this or this, and that's not great in the beginning. Okay, and now, while I'm thinking about it, I'm going to remember to mulligan, or to discard the top 10 to short supply. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So the only card in there that's really bad for us to have lost is Astral Mirror, but we'll find it. Again, we're happy to have lost Internal Injury. We still have our weakness and the Lost Soul weakness, so could have been better, but it's okay. We are here, so we'll do our best to function with it. Alright, so we'll start. Oh, Leo has to do his mulligans as well. Alright, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright, although we love agency backup, we can't afford it on turn 1, so let's not do that. We'll keep a weapon just in case, and we'll throw the other 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. As we said before, the sled dogs are not going to be very great because there's only the one left, so that's actually just going to be a skill card with one fist on it tonight. So from there, we'll begin our turn. Leo will spend 3 to drop down the machete, and then he'll investigate at +2. That's a success, and then he'll gain a resource for the future. Alright, so now it's Patrice's turn. Patrice has a couple of different options. I definitely want to get scavenging, so I think what we're going to do here is play Old Keyring, then we're going to investigate with Old Keyring, committing Resourceful. We succeed. Because the test is 0, because it's only a 1, we get 2 clues. Whoops. Can't seem to do it right. There we go. And with the Resourceful, we search our deck and we're going to grab that Scavenging, because that's a super important card for us. And then we're going to play Scavenging. And that's going to let us in the future go through our extra stuff. And that's all 3 actions, so we discard our cards because we're Patrice and do upkeep. Of course, we get it right away. Upkeep over here for Leo. Okay, it's a good card. Doom on the agenda. Let's make sure we shuffled. And encounter card. Attached to your location. The location gets Plunge Shroud. Everyone here at the end of the round takes 3 damage, and then at the end of the round we discard it. Okay? And then we have a ghoul. Alright, well, Leo can go first. Leo will engage. Even though we could use Get Over here, we're going to save it. We'll just engage and fight. And that will succeed. And then we'll move down, because up is going to cause direct damage, and staying here will be a problem. You can use your intellect to read an ancient sign and peek at another location. When it's revealed, put the top 2 catacombs into play to the left and right, and this actually has forced as well, which I forgot. above, below, or to the right. So we get to choose. We're going to choose to the right because below is taken and above is further away. And then this is going to be to the left and right, so both sides. Okay, and that's all three actions for Leo. So now it's going to be Patrice's turn. We're going to start with, whoops, I don't know why this is being uncooperative. Premonition. So we pull a token. Let's go grab this so that way we don't have to keep checking the reference. We can just look quickly. We are at the base location, so this is a -0. So we have a couple of different ways we could handle a -0. I think the best way that we could do that, especially because there's only one clue here, is to just commit old keyring to be +3 and then investigate. We'll succeed because of premonition, and then we can use our scavenging. Let's grab this to play an item from our discard pile. So we have a bunch of different choices. We could either pick Old Keyring or Chauffeur's Catalog. We have the Keyring already, so I think Chauffeur's Catalog is the idea. So we'll grab that. From there, we're going to move. We'll move up to this location because it's going to let us randomly discard from our hand, which sounds great. We're going to throw out Premonition, so we get some extra information. We know it's a +1, which is cool. Unfortunately for us, even if we are going to -2 shroud this location, it goes down to 2. Oh no, that does work. Never mind. Yeah, we'll commit our keyring to reduce the shroud by 2 rather, to 2, and then we'll get the +1 to succeed. We don't get the extra clue, but we do get 1, which is great. This goes away, and then we lose the charge. At the end of the turn, we have to discard 2 random cards. I guess hidden cards can't be randomly discarded, even though it said that they could the other day. Can you randomly discard random cards? Hidden cards. Did I read it wrong? In Arkham Horror. It cannot be a hidden card, never mind. So we made a mistake the other night, but we fixed it now. And we'll remember that going forward. Alright, so we keep this, and we'll go to upkeep. And it blocks the 1, that's fine. And then upkeep over here for Leo, that's great. And then Doom on the agenda, 2 of 6, and encounter card. Put this into your threat area. You can look behind you. At the end of your turn, if you do not look behind you, you must lose either all of your resources or all of your hand. Oh boy. Well, that's not good for Leo at all. Alright. And then over here, nearest unrevealed location, which will be in front of us. You can test your intellect to try to interpret the ravings and use that to do stuff. Okay? Well then. I guess Patrice will go. I wish I had understood how this worked better, because I would have played differently, but I made my choices. There's only one clue left here, so let's make it a 2 test, so we're even. And then we'll go +2, +3, +4. We succeed, so we can use our scavenging. These things will go into the discard pile. We'll get the clue. We've used an action, and then we can play a card from our discard pile. And we will definitely be choosing the old keyring, because it dies based on... Oh, this is a different old keyring, so it makes it even easier, but we could choose old keyring. And then we're going to pay with it using our Chauffeur's Catalog. And then Resourceful goes off, so we get to pick any survivor card and take it. So we're going to use this opportunity to get back our Mrs. Doyle. Let's get Mrs. Doyle down, and then we'll grab a cat. That's the evade cat, which is convenient considering we have our friend here. And since we're going to discard this anyway, we will evade him automatically with hope. So all that's happened. We'll discard 2 random cards, and we're good. Alright, we will start by clicking, because we're going to have to do that. Let's play Hot Streak to gain 5 resources. And then let's play intel report to gain 2 clues from here. I don't know if clues are going to be useful, but I guess we're getting them. Oh, we have to use clues to enter locations, don't we? Spend 2 clues as a group. Alright, so we had clues from the first location, so we would have spent those when Leo moved down. And then that's the only one, because this was revealed when we started by the extra thing. Okay. Like, clues do matter, don't they? Alright, so we have 1 action remaining. Let's use it. We did the intel report. Safeguard doesn't matter unless we get back together. And I don't know if we're going to do that. Oh, this gets discarded at end of round, right? Yeah. Leo's going to have to go fight that guy, I guess. So let's go up here as our 3rd action. And end our... Oh, that doesn't go away. It stays until we click or we do the things. Although we're getting pretty close to being able to discard our hand, I guess. Alright, upkeep for Leo, upkeep for her. Okay, well that's a lot of interesting cards that we might want to use. Doom on the agenda, 3 of 6, and encounter card. Okay, losing an asset. Well, that's unfortunate right now. Our test is even. Let's go +1, +2, and let's commit the resources. We are at the starting location, so we pass. So we get 3, 10, or 6 resources. Okay, well that's not great either. Interesting. Alright, well, originally I was going to have Leo go up and try to fight that guy, but it's going to cost us a horror. I guess that's... Is it enter or leave? Just leave. Yeah, we'll just have Leo go. So Leo will go 1, 2, and flip it. We'll have Patrice spend 2 clues, because it's anybody at the location, as you can see. To enable Leo to go in, he'll grab his friend. Okay. Oh, actually, we couldn't have done this. We only had 1 card, and you can't do half stepping or whatever. So, all right. And then what are we putting in for the forced? We put the topmost catacombs into play above, below, or to the right, and mark it with a horror token. The furthest location from it, which would be this one. So we'll go above, and then we mark it with a horror token, and these 2 locations are now considered to be connected. With Leo's final action, he will fight the custodian. He is 5 to 3. He'll just commit all the cards to be 8. He succeeds, of course we do. I'm going to choose to not look because, or is it it's not a choice. But I can choose not to find, so I will just not find anything. The reason is I'm going to be discarding all my cards to the shadow behind you. And then we discard it. Okay. So now it's Patrice's turn. She will move in as action 1. She will then spend a resource. Oh, nope, sorry. She'll spend a resource of Chauffeur's Catalog to play Ice Pick. And then we will investigate the location using the Ice Pick and a charge from the old keyring to make it a 2. We'll get +1 from this to be 3. We'll go 4, 5, so we're +3 to this check. And we are 2 spaces away, so we'll succeed. We'll discard Ice Pick to gain an extra clue. So we'll gain 2 clues. Oh, I forgot one thing. Over here it says, at the end of your turn you must take a direct horror or discard 3 cards. So we had the 3 cards. Oh, I committed them, never mind, so we'll take a direct horror. That's fine. And then, so we investigated, and then we're just going to move. Now these 2 are connected. And so we're going to just move to this location. And that's going to cost us the 2 clues that we just got. And then as a fast, we're going to throw down our other ice pick. What did we succeed by? We had a -1. Oh, we could have played a thing out of the discard pile. Let's do that. Do we have the idol, right? Yeah. So that would be 1, 2, 3. Where did the chauffeur's catalog go? Oh boy, did I just throw it to China? No, there it is. Okay, it's in the discard pile as it belongs, which is fine. It's just not in the right spot. And now we have our idol, and we use scavenging. Okay, we go here. Okay, so it's the same one as that. Put the catacombs play to the left and right. The right's already filled, but the left is legal. Okay. So that's all good. We discard cards at the end of our turn and hit upkeep. Okay, we have the fighting cat and some other neat cards. Upkeep over here. Alright, we got an ally. That's something good. Doom on the agenda, 4 of 6, and encounter card. Bad guy that we can parlay with. Alright, well this is not good at all for what's going on right now. We don't have any ways to really deal with that. Oh, we kept our weapon. We passed the test. Never mind. Alright, and then this goes to the nearest unrevealed location. Can be either. We'll put it below us. Oh, that's only when you parlay, right? Yeah. Okay. So then we're here. We'll fight. We are +2. Oh, sorry. We're going to react first to put Mitch down. We'll put him on one of the charisma slots because he's not going to have an activation. That's a fail. We'll try again. That's a success, and it does 2 damage because he... Oh, this can only be damaged by spell, relic, or encounter cards, and that's none of them, so never mind. We're not fighting at all. So we would have done parlays, so that's 1 damage from the parlay, and we'll try one more time. We are 2 spaces away, so that's a fail. At the end of our turn, we take a direct horror, and yeah. Alright, well, that is not great. We don't have a good way to make this work, so let's just try investigating with our old keyring. We're +1. We fail by 3. I guess we can go... No, you must do this beforehand. None of that works. So we just lose an action. And then we need to go save Leo, because that's a lot of horror for him. Oh, we don't even... whatever. I made my choices. We're going to do this parlay, and that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We'll just commit everything. We should have committed. Yeah, we should have committed to the test. Oh, I was trying to do the other thing. Never mind. No, I did it right. But this is going to succeed. It'll deal a damage. We'll take the direct horror. And that's our turn. Upkeep over here. There's our astral mirror. Upkeep over here. Doom on the agenda. 5 of 6. And encounter card. Well, we're probably going to fail that. So here we go. -2. Yeah. Yep, we fail. So we'll take 3 full damage. We'll take 2, and we'll throw 1 on Mitch. Over to here. Let's see. Oh, we're doing this again. Well, Patrice is 1 better. She can make it -2, so it's a test of 1. Oh, never mind. She has deny existence. We'll just test. Yep. We'll pass. We'll just block the damage with deny existence. Alright, we need to get out of this location because it's very dangerous to stay here. It's just permanent horror. So we'll come here, and then we will investigate. We will make it -1. We will make it -2, and -2 is -4, so it's basically a test of 0. We succeed. We will use our ice pick as well because we know that we're going to get our whatchamacallit from it. Our scavenging. So this goes off. We grab 2 clues. We search. We move. Whoops, we moved. Oh, that's not doing what I want. I'm trying to flip the clues, but I have to get the thing out first. While we're in here and we have clues, let's get our catalog so that way we can pay for stuff going forward. I don't know why it doesn't come with 5 charges. There we go. Probably because of the way I threw it in before, it was mad at me. That's fine. So we moved and we investigated. We have one more action left. We don't want to investigate again for a number of reasons. We didn't get a chance to play Estromir. We didn't have the resources to do so. So let's gain a resource and play Augur, because it's a fast to play it. This way we can use it in the future. Yeah. Alright, so then that's our action. So now Leo gets to go. He is ready. Leo will move and move into this location. We do not control the clasp of Black Onyx, so we can't do anything with that. When it's revealed, put it to the play to the right. So we can't because there's something already there. So that's it. This will engage with Leo, and he will fight. We'll commit watch this with the resources. We are 2 spaces away, so we succeed by enough to get our resources back. And that's that. Alright, upkeep time. And upkeep time. Oh, we have to discard these cards first. 1 and 2. And 1 and 2. Now we need to make a willpower check against our test. So we're +2. We're going to go +4. We succeed, and we succeeded by only 1, so we only heal 1 horror. But this is what we use some of that XP on, because we were worried about how much mental trauma we had. From there, Doom on the agenda advances us, and that puts in the Spectre of Death at the starting location. It's got Retaliate. When it is exhausted, it takes less damage. After you fail a test while trying to evade it, it attacks you. So that's basically alert before it exists, right? Alright, well, that's a future us problem. And then encounter cards. Test your location. Okay. And okay, well that's pretty good for Patrice. She can basically ignore that card. So what we're gonna do here is we're gonna use Augur to guarantee that we pass the, or as a base 5 rather, right? Yeah. And then we're gonna use this to reduce the test, so we're 5 to 1. Yeah, we'll go 5 to 1 is +4. We succeed by 2, so we get to use scavenging. So we do that, and then we just replay old keyring. And he's exhausted because we used him. And we grab one of these clues. Then we will move to the left. That costs us 2 clues. 1, 2. To open it up. After you reveal this, reveal any... Oh, after you successfully investigate, reveal. Never mind. When it is revealed, put the decks above, below, or to the right. So below is better because it connects to another one, so we'll do that. And there's no clues here at all. Alright, so then Leo gets a turn. He doesn't want to move too much. A Shroud 5's pretty high. So let's draw a card. We're trying to find some allies, really. Let's draw a second card. Okay. We're going to be able to play that next turn, so then let's draw a final card. We were hoping to also potentially find another easy mark. It didn't happen, but that's okay. Alright, so this monster will hunt. We will have it hunt this way towards Leo. And then we'll go to upkeep. Of course, we immediately get a weakness. Here we'll discard the cards in our hand because we're going to do that anyway. And then upkeep for Patrice. She takes a horror, which we'll send over here. And of course we immediately find our Watcher. So super fun. Doom on the agenda and encounter cards. Monster. Discard a humanoid enemy at your location and spawn it. Otherwise it gains Surge. Well, there's no humanoid enemies in play, so Surge it is. Okay, this guy again. Oh, I forgot that guy existed. Alright. And that's just going to make the Shroud here impossible. I have a great plan for that. Alright, so we'll have Patrice go first. We're going to use Augur to guarantee that we succeed. We will discard Obscuring Fog, and we will peek at this location that's super far away. That is the Shivering Pools. below or to the right? Well, that's the same, so we'll just go below because that's relatively close to other stuff. Maybe, I don't know. Okay. So that's action 1. Action 2 is she'll move down. Ignore the text on all locations adjacent to it. When it's revealed, put the topmost in play to the right. Well, unfortunately, there's already one there, so we can't put anything there. Lots of not great stuff. Let's do this evasion, I guess, while we can. We'll use Grizzled to get +5, so we are a base of +2. We'll go +3, and we will evade. We succeed, and since we successfully evaded, it gets discarded, and that will end our turn, so we discard our cards, or we will in a moment. Alright, we will react and play Leo DeLuca, who also doesn't have any tapping abilities. Unfortunately for us, we can't damage this guy unless we use spells, relics, or encounter cards, and that's none of these things. And we also can't do a bunch of activates, so we can only just do the one, so let's try that. We're going to do the parlay at even. We fail, that's 1. Then we need to move, and that's not great because that kills us. So let's try to, evading it at -3 seems terrible. Fighting it can't deal a damage. We can't click this off. Like, nothing good is happening here. This is real bad. Oh, maybe Patrice's turn was wrong. Whatever, I did it all already. What is this guy? Oh my god, does a million. Are we just dead no matter what here? I guess I should have moved last turn, huh? Nothing here's gonna help. I can't stay here because that'll kill me. That guy will just move in and fight us, right? So let's move in with Patrice. This guy will do his damages. And then we can't play this because it's not fast. Just pulling evasions isn't going to work. So we can't do the parlay again because of our arm injury. Okay, so yeah, we'll just end our turn. We will put 1 on ourselves and we'll let Mitch go because I don't think we're going to get to a spot where we can have 5 allies because we're not drawing them, right? This monster will hunt. Oh, we have to take a horror for leaving there as well. Okay. Well, great. Upkeep over here. Yeah, why would we get an ally, right? That would make sense. Upkeep over here. Alright, Doom on the agenda, and encounter card. Okay. Do we have a humanoid? We do, so this gets discarded. And this spawns here. Okay. Well, that's not great. Let's have us try this parlay. Yeah, let's go to even to +1 +3. We succeed. Let's try it again. This time we will reduce the test to 1, so we're +1, and then we'll go +2 plus. What's the difference between +2 and +3? Nothing. Okay. Oh well, that works. And then we'll do it one more time. Okay, we killed it. Leo will. Oh, does that not? Oh no, he's got the DeLuca still. Okay. Hits, hits, hits. I think that's a kill still. Yeah. So that's 6 damage. So, oh, we can't because of the arm injury. So Leo's not going to engage it. Let's go back. We'll just undo the whole turn. Engaging it's not going to help us at all because of other problems, right? So let's draw a card. We need to find like agency backup or something good. Draw a card. We need to find an ally. Sure, we'll play Easy Mark. My God. Like, the game is just absolutely hating. Alright, and then we'll play this so we can get rid of our arm injury next turn and maybe start playing again. This guy will enter, we'll have it engage Patrice, and she's gonna get walloped. We'll have Miss Doyle soak this, which means we have to take the other cats out. So there's Hope, there's Zeal, and Augur's already in the discard pile. And then this does 2 and 2. 1, 2, 1, 2. We're not dead yet, Jim. Okay. Upkeep over here. Upkeep over here. I mean, for a deck that has 6 or 7 allies, we haven't found any of them. There's 2 agency backup and 2 beat cops in these 11 cards. And another Leo DeLuca. But alright. Doom on the agenda and a encounter card. Attached to this location, if you don't leave, you take 3 damage. Okay. And then test willpower. For each point you fail by, take our... Oh, you know what? We could have used our Idol of Xanatos to block... How much did we have in our hand? Oh, we had no cards left in our hand, so we couldn't have. Ha ha ha. Even funnier. Okay. For each point you fail by, take 1 horror. When assigning horror, it must be evenly. Well, that's not a problem. We don't have any other sources. Let's do this to go +1. So an additional +1, so we're +2 to this test. We're going to need all these icons, so let's keep them. +2 it is. And we fail, so we fail by 3, which is 3 horror, which kills us. So we're going to use our Idol of Xanatos to cancel 3 of that horror. 1, 2, 3. Awesome. Alright, things are not looking great. I think we need to find agency backup still. So we're going to have Leo go first, and we're going to draw a card. And then we're going to draw a card. We'll make this test at +1. We fail. 2 damage, sure. Play Easy Mark. There they are. Okay. So we're here. We play Hit and Run. That gets agency backup down. And then we'll engage and deal a damage with agency backup. To this guy, I guess. And then it's Patrice's turn, and we're going to try to evade at -1. Sure. Hey! Let's freaking go! What a turn. Alright, so this gets evaded. We get any red card back. Let's grab Miss Doyle. Let's throw down Miss Doyle. Let's make sure we're doing this correctly first. Any card not named resourceful. Yep, that works. Okay. We get this cat, which is the punchy cat. Yes. Alright. We definitely want to stay here, because staying here is bad. But we can't leave Leo here, because that's worse. So let's punch that guy. That succeeds, so we do a damage. Is this everybody who stays here takes 3 damage? Yeah. I mean... Oh, is he just dead? Like, the backup can soak 3. He has to soak 2 more, so he goes to 1, so he's not dead, but he's dead. Well, me taking the damage isn't going to help him, so I'll move away with my final action. This is going to go off. So this is going to happen first. So agency backup takes 2. This takes 2. That's that. She does upkeep. This guy readies and goes on him. Upkeep. Then he has to take this is hit and run is end of round, right? Oh, this is end of turn. Never mind. None of this works. We die. Leo dies and Patrice dies. Wow. I was telling myself how how easy this was going to be, and immediately Leo just gets overrun by not finding any of his allies. All right, never mind. So Leo's dead, and he has Obel, so Obel's gone, or he's gone. We have to replace him. These guys are going to be at this location, and Patrice gets to still keep playing. Wait, are there no more locations? Oh, there's this one. Okay, never mind. Alright, well, Doom on the agenda. And encounter card for Patrice. Sure, that doesn't do anything. She's gonna move 3 times. 1, 2, 3. Or actually, she stops here. That's better for her, because I can move them up. We'll stop there. And we'll play our flashlight off the chauffeur's catalog. So these guys get to hunt. Oh, he doesn't even hunt. Okay. Oh, he does. Yeah, it's right there on the bottom. It's weird because normally the hunter's the first part of the line, but because it kills the guy on spawn, it's got different text. It's just a little weird. But they're gonna hunt, so they can go 1, 2, 3, or 1, 2, 3. Since it's equidistant, we're gonna push them up. We're gonna discard all the cards in. Oh, whoops! Discard all the cards in our hand and not click this. And that's that. So we go upkeep again. Doom on the agenda, and encounter card. Okay! That's a real problem. Okay. So you can't go more than 2 locations away from it, or it'll just automatically teleport to you. And then it'll attack because it doesn't move away. Okay. Well then. That's super scary and not great for us. Let's go starting with premonition. Let's find out what this next test is going to be. Alright, so we're at the base, so it's a 0, so that's good. Let's evade then. We get to evade as action 1, and that's a success. And then we will move. We can't lose a resource, so we would take a direct damage, and we'll block that with our Idol of Xanatos, discarding Augur. We didn't get a chance to play our mirror, but honestly we have our stuff down and we're going to be using scavenging most of the time anyway. So we'll end our turn. They're going to hunt. We're going to have them split because that's legal. Both of these are the same distances away, right? 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. It's not really going to matter because they're going to probably join up together in a minute, but here we are. We discard our hand. Click upkeep. Doom on the agenda. And encounter card. This is the only unrevealed location, so he'll go there. Unfortunately for me, I really can't do too much about him being there. So we have to wait a turn to go down there, because this guy will teleport if we don't wait for him to hunt. So we're going to take another damage here or lose 5 resources. Let's get these clues, I guess, while we're here. So yeah, we're going to commit this. We'll reduce the test by 4, so we're 2 to 1. We'll go 4 to 1, 5 to 1. And then as a fast, we'll play Ice Pick 6-1. We succeed. We'll use, or sorry, 7-1. Oh no, 6-1 because we exhaust it, and then we get the extra clue. It was a -0, so we're good. So we can use scavenging, and we'll use it to replay the flashlight that we had to discard. So that costs us 1, 2, and then we'll just get 2 resources with the other 2 actions, and we'll lose 5 resources because I don't want to take too much damage. And it's direct, yeah, we can't soak it. Alright, so we'll discard these cards. The monsters will hunt. And we'll do upkeep. Okay. Doom on the agenda and encounter card. Okay. Things are never easy, right? Let's start with premonition so we know what this test will be. We are going to fail this test no matter what. So that is not good news. We will take heart with the knowledge that we are going to fail this test. And then we will attempt to evade. No, we will attempt to punch. And we will commit this to the test. We fail, as we know we will, and we'll draw 2 cards and get 2 resources. I love you, game. Alright, then we will... Man, nothing is good about any of this. I guess we will fight with Spectral Razor. 1, 2. We are 6-3. We'll commit this to be 8. We succeed. We succeeded by more than 2, so we get our extra horror heal, and he dies. And then we spend 2 clues and move away from that guy into this guy, and hopefully add locations in. Put the 4 locations into play to every location, and get a copy of Malformed Skeletons. Hopefully there's only this one, and we don't have to worry about the fact that we just tried to put this guy on ourselves again. Let's try this, and then that. Good, that worked. Then we take this and we put it to each side. And then we have to go hunting for a malformed skeleton. I hope that there's only the one. There is. And since it's already in play, we can't spawn it. So that's good. So that's good for us. A lot. They're going to hunt, so he'll go this way. And then these 2 guys will meet here. And then we take a direct damage from our weakness. And Mrs. Doyle will soak this horror. We discard this and click upkeep. Alright. We're not dead yet, Jim, but my gosh, are we getting close. Doom on the agenda. And encounter card. Can't stay here. Wasn't planning on it. Alright. Well, we need to get this guy off of us. He does not hunt, so evading him seems to be the most logical course of action, and we will just make it a 0 test. We succeed, and we get him off of us. I would love to click off this weakness, but we're being hunted, and we don't have time to, so we have to investigate. We'll make the shroud a 0 with our old keyring. We'll discard this old keyring, so we're 4-0. We'll go 5-0. And in case we critically fail, we'll commit that too. We succeeded. So hold on. Did we really won? We don't get our scavenging? Yep. Okay. I guess I couldn't make it lower than 0, so it is what it is. And there's no things on this, so this would die. We do succeed, but we don't get our scavenging, so we get both clues. And then we're going to immediately spend them, and we kind of have to guess where to go. We definitely can't go here because they'll hunt into us, so we got to go here or here. We'll go down. Hey, we guessed right. When it is revealed, advance to Act 1B. And it says here, the man in the pallid mask gets +2 health and cannot be defeated by his ability. And then remember, he can't move out. So there's that. Ishimaru was slain, so we don't have to worry about that. And then this says, if he is defeated, we can advance, or we can spend clues to advance. So I guess that's what we're going to try. But we did all of our things. We evaded, we moved, and we investigated the previous location. So we just need 2 more clues to be able to advance that way. Whoops. Yeah. Alright, and then he doesn't lose aloof or anything, right? So he spawns here. It didn't say that. I don't know why it didn't say that, right? When it is revealed, advance to Act 1B. Is that just on the back of this? Yeah, spawn him here. And then nothing says he loses aloof, right? Let's just make sure we're not making any mistakes. No, we are not. Okay, great. So then the monsters hunt. This guy will ready. Again, we'll just split them because we can. Actually, we're going to put them both here because that's a location we might want. Doom on the agenda. We take our direct damage. I already did that. Upkeep. We take a horror, which we have to take on ourselves. Then we have to make this test. Let's go let's just test +2. That's fine. We are 1, 2, 3 away, so that's a failure. So it's 2 more damage. We'll take 1 and we'll throw 1 on Mist Oil. Okay, and then encounter card. The penalty for this is horror. The odds are we're going to not need it. Let's throw this at it to be +3. Hey, we succeed and we can... Oh, LOL. Sure, we'll shuffle this back in. Right on time. Alright, let's start with making the test 0 and investigating. So we're +2. We succeed. So we'll take we'll take 2 clues. And then we'll spend 4 clues here to advance. I don't believe it says anything about... Yeah, we don't have to clear it, we just have to spend it. Okay. We spent clues, so we mark 2 doubt in our campaign log. 1, 2. Remove the man in the pallid mask from the game. Remove him from the game and advance to leading the way. Ignore the forced ability on blocked passage. If each we have to get to the blocked passageway. Okay. Which we have not yet found, I do not believe. No. Well, that's super bad. that's super bad. I don't think we can survive anymore. There's nothing left to do, so we'll click off our injury. Because the problem is the monsters have closed in on us, right? So if we go up to this location and evade this guy, these 2 hunt us and we take lethal damage. If we move, they both hit us and we take lethal damage. So there's no way out. There's the blocked passageway. Oh well, we tried. So everybody's dead, so resolution. I remember we lose Leo. We will mark that we know the site of the gate. We must choose whether or not to read it. It doesn't matter. We're not going to read it. I'm going to have Patrice... Okay, so Patricia doesn't die. She's going to die to physical damage. She gets to choose which way, so I'll choose physical to not be completely bamboozled in the next one. Remove all tokens from the bag and have 2 elder things, and gain display. So she'll have two more experience, and then take the rogues out and put elder things in instead. Alright, well, that was a pretty unfortunate scenario for us. We're going to have to hop into Black Star's Rise with no experience on our fighter. It's going to be super challenging. But that's the future for us, and we'll do our best with it. I hope everyone has a good night, and we'll see everyone tomorrow.